like this. Whoa, don't you wanna dance with me, baby? Don't you wanna dance with me, boy? Hey, don't you wanna dance with me, baby? With somebody who loves me. Don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. Don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. Don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. With somebody who loves me.
Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man, 'cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy. Young man, there's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on your dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel. Young man, are you listening to me? I said, young man, what do you wanna be? I said, young man, you can make real your dreams, but you got to know this one thing. No man does it all by himself. I said, young man, put your pride on the shelf and just go there to the YMCA. I'm sure they can help you today. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel. Young man, I was once in your shoes. I said I was down and out with the blues. I felt no man cared if I were alive. I felt the whole world was so tired. That's when someone came up to me and said, young man, take a walk up the street. It's a place there called the YMCA. They can start you back on your way. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. Well, you know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now. Don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah, 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 yeah. Say you will. Say it right now, baby. Say you will. Come on, come on. Say you will. Say it better, yeah. Come on now. Say that you love me. Say that you need me. Say that you want me. You wanna please me. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I still remember when you used to be 9 years old. Yeah, I was a fool for you from the bottom of my soul. Yeah, now that you've grown up, grown enough to know. Yeah, you wanna leave me. You wanna let me go. I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. Hey, you've been good to me, baby. Better than I've been to myself. Hey, hey, and if you ever leave me, I don't want nobody else. Hey, hey, I said I want you to know. Hey, I said I want you to know right now. Hey, hey, you know you make me wanna shout. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, yeah. Now wait a minute. I feel alright. Yeah. Now that I got my woman, I feel alright. Every time I think about you, you've been so good to me. You know you make me wanna lift my hands up and throw my hands back and kick my heels up and come on now. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. A little bit softer now, 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 a little bit louder 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 now. Hey, 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 hey. Shout now, jump up and
Tell me, baby. I've been a fool before, wouldn't like to get my love caught in the slamming door. Are you more than hot for me, or am I a page in your history book? I don't mean to make demands, but the word and the deed go hand in hand. How about some information, please, 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 please? Straight up now, tell me. Straight up now, tell me.
mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. Now I'm a believer. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now I'm a believer. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm a believer. Been working so hard, I'm punching my card. 8 hours for what? Oh, tell me what I got. I got this feeling that time's still holding me down. I'll hit the ceiling, or else I'll tear up this town. Now I gotta cut loose, foot loose, kick off the Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, pull me up on my knees. Jack, get back, come on before we crack. Lose your blues, everybody cut foot loose. You're playing so cool, obeying every rule. Dig away down in your heart, you're burning, yearning for somebody to tell you life ain't a passing you by. I'm trying to tell you, in a way that you don't even try. You can fly if you don't cut loose, foot loose, kick off the Sunday shoes. Ooh-wee, Marie, shake, shake the glory. Oh, my Lord, come on, let's go. Lose your blues, everybody cut foot loose. Loose, foot loose.
I teach because of the kids. I don't feel like I'm going to work. I teach because they make it fun for me, and so I'm even more motivated to make it fun for them.
I want my kids to be the most successful them and the most you they can be.
I teach because we are ultimately helping set the stage for our future.
Like, kids fill my bucket as much as I fill them.
I think that they're amazing and that they should be given a safe place to grow and learn and collaborate and figure things out.
It's in my heart. It's everything for me. It's what I do. It's how I live.
It makes me happy. It confirms that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing with my life, and it's just the best feeling ever.
Just the most blissful moment whenever they finally can form words and take a book and read it to you. That's why I teach, for sure.
I feel a little like I change kids' life every day I come to school, because when they're saying bye Mr. Jones or this and that and they talk about me, it definitely makes me feel a little good. That's why I teach.
I love making someone's day better. I love helping them transition into that next phase of their life after high school.
I teach because it's a calling. I teach because I know that this is where I'm supposed to be. I get excited to come to work every day. I get excited to see my students every day. I get excited to see them smile and come in and give me a hug and say good morning.
I teach because I want to make this world a better place. And being a teacher is the way to do it.
I teach because of the
Good morning, Union faculty and staff. Welcome to the Outstanding Staff and Teachers Celebration of Resilience and Strength, also known as Back to School Kickoff. Whether you are in person or virtual, we're glad you're here. Now please join us in welcoming to the stage Union's 21-22 Teachers of the Year.
From Roy Clark Elementary, Libby Bell.
From Anderson Elementary, Lauren Morton. From Bovers Elementary, Rachel Shelby. From Cedar Ridge, Carrie Eddy. From Darnaby Elementary, Karen Sullivan. From Grove, Mejune Scott. From Jefferson Elementary, Alexandra Loomis. From Ochoa Elementary, Madeline Evans. From Peters, Kelly Brown. From Rosa Parks, Sydney Webb. From Rosa Parks Early Childhood Center, Jillian King. From Union 8th Grade Center, Kelsey McAfee. From Union High School Freshman Academy, Amy Mars. From Union High School, Roxanne McCrary. And from Union Alt Ed, John Malloy. We would also like to acknowledge Alicia Abbott, Belinda Guidry, and Julie Godfrey. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021-22 Union Public Schools Teachers of the Year.
They care about us, and they're not just like regular old teachers that don't care about us.
I really like to get to know my students, kind of make connections with them,
knowing that they can be safe here and that they are loved and taken care of.
Once they trust you, they'll want to learn. They want to come to school.
Just really bringing those strong connections, and then it's just fun ultimately too when you know your students and you know what they like. So yeah, relationship is huge.
kids can have a beautiful life, whatever that looks like for them, but that we get to play a part in helping them discover it.
She always says you have to listen with your mind, body, and heart. She is really fun, and she's also very kind.
Always knowing that someone is there to help me out is like a great thing to have.
They want to see you succeed, so having that motivation with your teachers, your peers, it really helps.
They just are so supportive, and they understand what we're going through, and they're always there with a helping hand or to tutor.
They're helping me, and I want to do whatever I can to, help them back.
Please welcome to the stage, representing the senior class of 2023, Mr. Emerson Levitt.
Hello guys, my name is Emerson Levitt, your 2023 senior class president. I was offered this speech about a month ago, and I accepted without hesitation. I was told I was going to be speaking to some teachers here at Union. It wasn't until I found out I'd be speaking to the whole district that I began to panic a little. And these crutches really don't help me either, but you know what? We'll just go with it. I was thinking to myself what I'd be saying to all the teachers, the administrators, the lunch ladies who have been with me from kindergarten all the way up until my senior year here at Union. Teachers like Miss Eldridge, who is literally one of the nicest people I've ever met. And teachers like Miss Bender, who always work for my benefit, even though I might not always see it, are the teachers who inspire me every day. Especially in these times, guys, it can seem students are unmotivated or unwilling to do work, especially ever since COVID, but I'm here to tell you guys, you really do make a difference in the lives of students. As I look forward to college next year, I will remember my time at Union fondly, and every teacher who poured their heart into their work, who made me into the man I am today. Remember, guys, together, you guys are educating the future of the state, the nation, and even the world. Without amazing educators, we would not stand a chance. Thank you, guys, and I will see you at graduation 2023.
See
I believe that teachers are made to be teachers. I don't think anybody can be a teacher. I think you definitely have to have a calling for it.
Recognizing every student and celebrating them and what they bring to the table is important.
Teaching, you do so much more. It goes beyond the curriculum, you know. You wear so many hats, and you really have to want to do it.
We're just here as their guides to help them navigate this planet we're on and help them to just have a life that they can be proud of.
We're all learners at any point in our life, and so I think it just takes that's just something special there in your heart that says that you are supposed to be here, and these kiddos need you, and just this organization and this school needs you.
Union. Get ready to be entertained by comedian and 2014 Union alumni, Mr. Cepeda Cheeks Jr.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Union, make some noise for me, please, please. Make some noise for me. Thank y'all, thank y'all. I know some teachers in here that heard my name and got scared. I'm back. I told y'all I'd never be back, but the check cleared, so I'm here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All you kids are lucky to have these teachers, honestly, because you guys don't understand how frustrating you truly are. You're not awful, because, they keep coming to work and dealing with you. But, kids, teachers, y'all ever see kids see y'all in public and they act like they uncovered Batman's secret identity or something? Like, oh, Mrs. Jones, what are you doing here? Like, getting deodorant. Like, I have a life, too. They let you out of the school? Yep. Yep. All these future lawyers, doctors, some of y'all might be some SoundCloud rappers probably, I don't know. But the teachers are working their best to develop our future. Like the very building blocks of America. Because these kids are future leaders, for real. So a round of applause to the children real quick. They may not feel like they're children. Cause what are they saying now? They 15, 16 now? I'm not a kid anymore. I'm about to go out and live my life. You're still a kid. You're still a kid. Can we get a round of applause for the class president that came out here? He was so nervous. He was extra nervous. He was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do. I said, you go out there and break a leg, man. You go out there. About to hear one of those walkie-talkies go off. Get him off of there. Get him out of there now. And another thing, let me say one thing. I think teachers need to be paid way more. Way more. Way more. Not because I like y'all. I have friends that are teachers that keep asking to borrow money. I'm getting tired of it. Say, hey, man, let me just get one box of Kleenex, please. There's some hands in the test. I donated to one GoFundMe once. I can't stop getting emails now. Please, send me something too. I'm like, no. No, teachers really do need to get paid more, though, honestly. Like, we need to fix this ASAP. And you know what? I love teachers to death. But as a comedian, I've heard it all from teachers. They're like, hey, one of my students is funny, too. You want to hear a joke they said? I'm like, no, not at all, no. If I got a nickel for every time a teacher tried to tell me a joke a kid said, we could fix y'all problem now. We could figure it out as soon as possible. But I love teachers. I've always loved teachers. But teachers have not always loved me here at Union. See, now I'm a stand-up comedian. I used to be called a distraction to my peers. I used to... But we've come a long way, right? We've come a really long way. And I have a child. He just started school this year, actually. He started preschool this year. I was so emotional. I was crying. Not because I was sad, because he's your problem now. He's about to... It's your problem now. It reflects on all of y'all. And I've been seeing, it's funny, when I came in today, somebody said, you in for an interview? I said, what? I'm here to tell some jokes. They say, we need more teachers, right? I told them I remember the Pythagorean theorem. They say, you teaching AP algebra now. I was like, oh, okay. So you driving buses as well. I'm like, I'm doing everything, all right? Is the superintendent in here today? Is he in here? You teach art, don't you? Don't you also teach art? We'll talk about the schedule later, me and you. But I want to thank Mr. Spatz and the rest of the Welcome Back Committee for bringing me along and for putting together this event. Ooh, y'all are a great audience. We love the kids. We love the teachers. We want to show y'all how much we care about y'all. Thank everybody for coming, and thank y'all for having me. I'm Cepeda Cheeks. Thank y'all.
I love how my teacher lets us do fun stuff every day. She's really supportive and nice.
When somebody's feeling low, she says you should keep going and stuff.
I love my teacher because she is nice, she comforts people in need.
She motivates us whenever we're sad.
And she always tells us that we can do stuff even when we think we can't.
They do their best and they definitely work very hard, and that's really something that's great here about our teachers at Union.
They've helped me a lot to choose what kind of college I want to go to. I don't think I would have been able to make that decision without my teachers and the CCC.
You know, 100% college and career ready, how they say. So definitely do a good job about that.
I like my teacher because she's so nice. She lets us do fun projects every single day.
She always helps people like get prepared for like a big test, like the state test, and I believe I did a good % on the test because of her.
They could be spending their time with their family, but they choose to come help us learn.
I just had that feeling, she's going to get it, you know, but just to have that affirmation was like, wow, that's so cool. And just so proud, you know, it's like it was my kid. I'm so proud of her and what she's done and representing our department.
I kind of knew that I was like, I think she should get it, and sure enough, she got it. So maybe I should go buy a lottery ticket. I was like, yes, she deserved it, you know. She's put in her time. You reap what you sow. She planted the good seed, so it was high time that she got it.
I love talking about Candace because she is the most creative and positive person I think I have ever met. She loves artistic kind of things, and she shows that desire in her food, the way she presents it, the way she decorates around it with themes or to supplement or complement the food. So she's a master at that. And when people come in and see the food, they're going, ooh, you know, it makes them feel excited about eating. And the food's really good too.
Lori, got you, Lori.
She is very customer oriented, a very can-do kind of person. I've never known her to say, no, we can't do that. She accepts challenges, she accepts changes, and she always has ideas of how to make things better. That's one thing that we really appreciate in Candace. It's just on and on what she can do. She has developed some programs for us that have been student-focused, such as the Career Connect, Chef Nike.
Super hard worker. She's the only person I know that can take classes and do kidney dialysis 3 times a week and still work a full load and then some. Her nickname is the Immortal, because that's what it takes to do something like that. I don't think I could do what she could do. And I don't like working with her sometimes because she makes me look bad because she works so hard. She sets the pace, and you know, we work sometimes flex hours into the evening, on weekends, whatever it does to get the job done. And she is kind of the face for child nutrition for the rest of the district because she does so many caterings. Just a great worker, and she has a wonderful spouse that's very supportive, and he works with us, you know, as provisional, and he does a great job as well.
She loves the students. She'll work at prom night and stay there till 1 o'clock at night. She'll work on the weekends, she'll work early mornings. A lot of times she's just volunteering. So she is invested at Union, she's committed. She is a Union lifer. She started at school at Union in elementary school and graduated from Union, and now she's back, and I think she'll probably stay for the rest of her life here because she loves Union.
If she was to leave, I'd probably quit. So, no, it'd be a lot tougher, and you probably have to hire 2 people. And I couldn't ask for a better coworker. Hopefully she won't retire or move or whatever for the next 5 or 6 years, because that's when I get to retire.
What a wonderful attitude and outlook on life she has. She is a wonderful example of what a support employee at Union looks like, an ideal employee. I'm very excited about her being Support Employee of the Year.
Please welcome Oklahoma's Teacher of the Year, Union Public Schools' very own Rebecca Peterson.
Good morning. It is so good to be here with you, to be home. This summer I've had the opportunity to travel to different parts of the state, most recently at Fairview's District Kickoff, and I'll spend this school year seeing so much more. But no matter where I am, I'm reminded that there's no place like home, and it is so good to be home today. It's no understatement that I am who I am because of people at Union. So first and foremost, I have to stop and just say thank you. Thank you to the teachers and principals who create spaces, both for my students and for me to grow. Thank you to the custodial staff who ensure the hallways, common areas, bathrooms, offices, and classrooms are clean so that our students feel safe in and proud of their school. Thank you to the child nutrition workers who feed our students so they can come to class more ready to learn. Thank you to our bus drivers who make sure our students get to school. Thank you to our business and IT staff for helping us with trainings, building projects, human resources, and technology so we as teachers can tap into our creativity. And thank you to our nurses, psychologists, counselors, administrative assistants, OTs, EDP workers who provide wraparound support and care so every student feels seen and valued. Thank you to every single one of you. As a calculus teacher, I teach my students that we need every single infinitesimal rectangular slice in order to calculate the entire area or integral. Similarly here, we need every single team member in order to calculate the maximum possible impact. So not only as a fellow team member, but also as a mother of this district, thank you. Well, where do we start? Don't make me emotional already. It is truly so inspiring to see everyone together, particularly after 2 years of virtual kickoffs. Though I have to admit, the introvert in me, which is to say every fiber of my being, didn't always know how to take in all of this, right? Being on this side of the stage, I'm reminded of all the different emotions I felt throughout each kickoff. I remember my first kickoff, so overwhelmed that I just wanted to hide in a corner and wait for this all to be over. I remember my 8th kickoff where I beamed with pride because 2 of my former students, Morgan and Alyssa, sat right next to me, about to enter their first year as math teachers in our department. I remember my 9th kickoff, terrified, watching from my classroom, wondering how in the world we were going to attempt to teach amidst a pandemic. And I imagine this one, my 11th, will be seared in my memory as one I worked and prayed that I would find the right words for you. You who, unless you're entering your 5th year or more, have never experienced what the rest of us keep referring to as a normal school year, right? At each kickoff, I felt something different. Every year, I've entered with an array of emotions, so no matter what you're feeling today, it's okay. It is okay if you're not ready for summer to be over. It's okay if you can't wait for kids to come. And it's okay if you're feeling both. I promise I've been there too. At these beautiful, grand school year opening celebrations, sometimes we feel right in our element, right? Ready to tackle that new school year. And sometimes we feel like an outsider because everyone else seems so excited and we're struggling to get there. Some of us are eager, others are overwhelmed, some are confident, others intimidated. Some are excited, others tired. Most of the time, I think we're all these things. However you feel, don't dismiss it. Pay attention to it, because tomorrow, students will enter our buildings, and just like us, some will be eager, others overwhelmed. A few will be confident, others intimidated. Many will show up excited, others tired. Oftentimes, I think they're all these things too. But how will we be able to recognize that vast range of emotions and needs in our students if we don't take the time to recognize them first in ourselves? So please hear this. Whatever it is you're feeling, don't push it aside. Use it. Use it to propel your year into one of empathy and compassion. Use it to connect. Not only do our students carry a wide array of feelings, they also carry and wear different labels. If I may, I'd like for us to pause for a bit and think about the labels we wore as students. Now, for a moment, try and put aside the lesson plans that still need to be made, the RQs waiting to be approved, the inventory that still needs to be checked, and consider the labels our students might wear. Maybe they wear labels like bilingual, shy, athletic, autistic, or maybe they carry labels like supports the family, battles depression, couch surfs, or dreams of becoming a U.S. citizen. As a student, I carried the label of immigrant, grateful and proud of my diverse cultural heritage, while simultaneously dealing with feelings of being an outsider and sometimes even an imposter. When our students enter our buildings, we don't want them to forsake their labels altogether, because often their labels hold a part of their identity. Still, their labels can be so heavy to carry, and it's that weight that I hope feels a little bit lighter the moment they come to us. Here's what I know. My teachers, the exceptional ones, noticed all my complexity. They celebrated my differences while taking some of the weight off my shoulders for feeling different. They told me with their actions, Rebecca, you are mine, I am yours, and we belong to each other. They built trust in me by building a culture where everyone was in, everyone belonged, everyone had a seat at the table. They modeled the best of democracy. Most definitely, as educators, we carry some very heavy stories each year, but we recognize that joy plays a significant role. For me, joy is not binary. Joy is not the opposite of sadness. Joy can hold it all. It can hold the beauty and the sorrow of each story, the successes and the failures. Joy can sit with both grief and triumph, then in the end says, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere, and I'll share my calm and peace until you feel it too. Joy insists on the good, the true, and the light having the final word. Joy is why we look for the good in each day. Joy, as one author says, is the oxygen of doing hard things. As we look to a new school year, our students are looking to us. Each one is surveying, wondering if we will hold their stories, if we'll carry the pieces of them they offer, if we'll spot the labels of the students who step up into our bus, stand in our cafeteria line, or walk the halls of the building we serve, making whatever label they carry a little bit easier. Over the last 3 school years, our students and educators have carried so much, and because of that, we all have a lot of healing to do. The good news is the science is very clear. Connection is how we heal. So connect. Connect to your students, hold their stories, laugh with them, celebrate with them, and treat your interactions as an opportunity to remind them of their worth. Connect to yourself. Recognize when you need to take a break and take it. And connect to your peers. This can be a lonely gig, so find that friend who will carry you on the hard days and remind you that what you do day in and day out is good and important work. And in it all, remember that while every day may not be good, there's something good in every day. Insist on finding the good. When we find the good, even on the bad days, we practice joy. And when we practice joy, we build our strength. Now, let's be clear. Our strength was put to the test this legislative session. I have to be honest, I often don't know what to say or do about our current political climate, other than I know we will not win in a war of ugly words. What I do know is that I'm focused on solutions rather than fighting. I'm focused on listening rather than assuming I have the answers. We have to work together in order to stop the hemorrhaging of highly trained and extremely effective educators in our state. We've got to look for creative ways to build spaces that no teacher would ever want to leave. My goal is to bring issues like teacher and support staff raises to the forefront. Let's have conversations about eliminating college debt for education professionals and their children. Oh, there's more. About providing daycare for these people who live out the philosophy that there's no such thing as someone else's kid. about reducing class sizes so our students with high anxiety and behavior issues can be better served, about being afforded the time and autonomy to tap into our creativity, and about offering mentorship opportunities so our teachers can move up without moving out of the classroom. I am well aware I don't have all the answers, but I am committed to listening and to advocating. As I work to bring these issues forward, I need your help. There are narratives surrounding public education that are simply untrue. It is time we reclaim our profession. This is our work, and we have to own our story. So the next time you're asked what you do for a living, seize that opportunity. Do what you do best. Educate your audience. Speak to the parts of this job that you love while helping others understand what immense work still needs to be done. How a great way to provide parent choice is by making sure our electives, fine arts, athletics, clubs, and advanced courses remain viable choices by fully funding public education. As educators, we know that one side, one person never has all the answers, because as we tell our students, there are still an infinite number of questions to ask. We revel in questions. We celebrate the different ways we can get to an answer, and we warn against the narrative of knowing it all, because when we've decided we have all the answers, as quite frankly many in the political realm claim they have, we put a straitjacket on curiosity, right? And curiosity is the heartbeat of progress. Without curiosity, we're stuck in today forever because we can't envision a better, freer, more whole tomorrow. Curiosity is what keeps us focused on questions instead of assuming we have all the answers. Curiosity is what has allowed us to ask questions like, what if people could fly? What if we could cure this disease? What if kids who looked like each other and kids who don't look like each other could all go to school together? What if the quality of your education was not based on your zip code? The future belongs to the curious. The future belongs to those who never stop asking questions. The future belongs to the people who are never satisfied with the answers because they're always reaching, always searching for ways to include more, love more, and serve more. And the future is sitting in our classrooms. The future does not belong to one political party or another, and because of that, the power does not belong to them either. The power belongs to those who influence the future. The power belongs to us. So this begs the question, how will we use our power? Will we model what it looks like to admit we're wrong, to ask for forgiveness? Will we demonstrate taking risks, paying attention, and building connections? Will we show what collaborative work, productive struggle, and civil discourse look like? Will we illustrate the power of a question, even when we don't have the answer? Of course we will, because we are educators. You're bus drivers who know that your good morning might be a child's first positive interaction of the day. You're principals who work to cultivate buildings where our students feel known and safe. Your child nutrition workers who know kids can't learn when they're hungry, so you work tirelessly to make sure they're always fed. Your custodians who keep these buildings beautiful because you know schools like this tell our students that they are worthy. Your business staff who facilitate the inner workings of our district, who make sure we can keep our buildings, programs, resources, and benefits going so the message of you are worthy continues being whispered, spoken, and even yelled. And we are teachers who, when we invoke that innate, intrinsic curiosity within a child, we literally and figuratively hold the future of our democracy. May this year be one full of joy and connection as you pay attention to how you and your students feel. May you work with your tribe, taking care of each other and reminding each other that while every day may not be good, there's something good in every day. Together, may you hold your students' stories and in so doing carry a piece of them with you. May you validate the parts of their labels they hold dear and make the heavier parts a little bit lighter. May all students know that they're in and they belong exactly as they are. And may you continue to safeguard this. May you invoke each student's inherent curiosity. May you take their hand, come alongside them, and remind them of their worth, because in the end, we're all just walking each other home. Thank you.
I love school because the students here and the teachers here, because they're very nice and they help us improve in life.
You get to learn how to do multiple fun things in one day.
I love school in every single way. School is just really fun, to be honest.
I like Union because there's a lot of diversity.
It has taught me new ways to communicate, and it's taught me how much of a community this is.
I like school because Miss Sawyer lets us read books.
I learn lots of things, so when I get bigger, I'll be like something that I want to be.
I love Union High School because people have given me the motivation to make it through.
Because of the opportunity it brings and the culture it has.
You get to make new friends. It's all like, there are some strict teachers out there, but mostly good teachers. I really appreciate their work, and I'm sure other students also appreciate their work.
I love school because everybody at the school knows my name, and they're all very, very nice to me.
I like Union High School because of all of the great memories I have here and all the opportunities they've given me to grow as a person, and I would never have changed that for the world. I will miss Union, and it will always be a part of my life.
Introducing the winners of 33 state titles, the Union Varsity High Steppers.
Cause I fell in love, I didn't need the pain. Once or twice was enough, and it was all in vain. Time starts to pass, before you know it, you're frozen. But something happened for the very first time with you. My heart melts into the ground, found something true, and everyone's looking around, thinking I'm going crazy. But I don't care what they say, I'm in love with you. They try to pull me away, but they don't know the truth. My heart's crippled by the pain that I keep on keep bleeding, I keep bleeding love.
I was not surprised that Kelsey was selected as our District Teacher of the Year. Kelsey teaches 8th grade English to our on-level and advanced students. She is one of our most favorite teachers. Her classroom is very engaging. Her students feel very safe, very welcome because of the environment she creates. You can tell when Kelsey is in the classroom, students are just glad to be there.
It's quite a privilege. I know that as District Teacher of the Year, you also have to run for the presidency. And so I would like to announce that Kelsey McAfee is running for president in 2024. What? She's not? I thought you had to run it. That was embarrassing, I'm sorry. She's the kind of person that gives everything she has in teaching, her friendships, to her peer, with everyone. Her child, her new baby, Jack, the best baby ever born. That's just who she is. There are special people that are called, and you see it. And I don't think they even see this as a job. I think they see this as a calling, and everything from that, everything they teach, everything they do, everything they say comes from that.
What I do see in Kelsey is just that heart for teaching in general, that she realizes what a mission, what a purpose we are on as educators, and she realizes the value and the importance of our role. Teaching is very, very hard, but Kelsey knows no matter what, her job is very important, and she knows it's worth it to put in that 100% every day. Kids look forward to coming to her class. It just shines in her when you do your teacher interviews and you talk to her. It just comes out of what a fabulous teacher she is.
I really have a firsthand view of Kelsey, and I peek in all the time, and I walk into her classroom all the time because we're across the hall. And honestly, what I see from her is engagement. That lady is constantly walking around her room, leaning over her desk, helping students, and talking to them, engaged with them, showing that she loves them and cares for them. It's really impressive. And I wasn't surprised at all when she got our building Teacher of the Year, and what an incredible day when she got District Teacher of the Year, because it was like, oh my goodness, she is so qualified. Such a deserving teacher, an example for all of us. I mean, she's so kind to her students and believes the best about them. Always willing to help. If I could label her, she is always willing to help you.
And now, comprised of district-wide faculty and staff, Union's Kickoff Celebration Choir.
Seasons of love, seasons of love. Measure your life in love.
There are times that I come to school and it's difficult. It's not an easy job, but it is the most rewarding job that I've ever had in my life. So I can't imagine not being a school teacher.
It is a very amazing profession. I feel like it's been so rewarding. I've learned so much from them. I feel like I've learned more from them sometimes than I feel like they've learned from me.
It is so amazing, and we get to learn a lot of things every single day.
If you didn't learn and come to school, then you wouldn't know how to do anything.
We have so much fun together, and we do fun things. We do like a lots of learning.
Whenever I see a kid take what I've said or what I have taught them and then apply it or use it within an interaction with their peer, then that's something that I feel is like, that's rewarding to me.
It's just like a feeling you can't really explain because you're like, wow, like I really impacted that kid. So it's just really, really cool feeling.
From like pre-K, there's just so many different people I've met throughout here, so many amazing people and teachers. I just love like the culture and the intensity kind of. I love it here.
We're always growing and we're always changing as people, and I feel like Union helps guide you in the right direction to be a better person.
When I get bogged down by all the negativity outside my classroom, I just have to refocus and be like, this is what matters in my classroom, these kids, and what I can do to make them bring good to the world.
I like being here at Union because of all the different things I can do as a student.
From different classes to clubs, it just has a lot to do, and the environment is also really nice.
I like coming to school because it helps me learn to like be better in school, because I want to be a doctor and a teacher when I grow up, because I just find those very cool things, because the teachers here are very nice and teach me very nice things.
Every teacher is so nice and really so cool.
She always spreads hugs around to everyone.
My goal is to make sure that every kid is feeling super loved, seen, cared for, and safe, and that they leave feeling that every day.
It's really special to me that they care so much about you learning, that they take time. And for me, it's kind of what I want to do, that no matter what, I'll always be there to help someone out.
The content is such a small part of being a teacher. We are teaching the future of our world. We're teaching them how to think critically and how to love each other and be better and better every generation. And so I think it's important to remember the impact we have on our students, which truly impacts the rest of our world.
I think it's so important that we help instill like values and things that students can take with them in the future to make a better world for us now.
I think it's just so important for these kids to think like we're all on this planet. We share this planet, we share this world, we want it to be a better place.
We're creating the future of Tulsa, the future of Broken Arrow, and so it's really important to me to create something beautiful and magical and share that with the students we have here.
Please welcome, with a thunderous applause, our school superintendent, Dr. Kurt Hartzler.
Well, I'm no maverick, that's for sure. Well, good morning. It is so good to finally see all of you in person as we set the stage for another outstanding school experience for every student that we serve. To all of our new employees, welcome to the Union family. In less than 24 hours, I know, take a deep breath. We will welcome over 15,000 students into our schools and our classrooms. And as educators, we are entrusted with a very special cargo. The children that we welcome are the best our parents have to offer. Whether they come to us perfectly prepared with language and academic skills or not, we have a huge responsibility to nurture, civilize, and educate all the children that come to us. And let's remember that regardless of how frustrating it might be, each one of them, I hope, is someone's greatest blessing. And even those with multiple piercings, colored hair, or lousy attitudes, they all deserve a chance and the best we have to give. The theme of our kickoff, Bring On Tomorrow, begs us all to reflect on what we have been through the past 2 years and challenges us to think about tomorrow and what is important and commit to using our positive thoughts and actions to make every school day important in the lives of our students. As a learning institution, we have survived perhaps one of the most perilous and challenging times of our lives. We have proven, though, that when you have a talented and a caring staff, and a highly committed board and community, our students in our schools can excel even through a worldwide pandemic. And I want to thank each of you for your unwavering commitment, perseverance, and positive attitudes these past 2 years, even when I totally blew a couple bad weather day calls. You know it's bad when your bride of 32 years looks at you and says, "What were you thinking?" It has been said to start a better world, a better life, or a better future is simply our belief that it is possible. And like many of you, school was my place that provided me with this belief. School was my respite, a place where I felt safe, a place to be fed, a place where people believed in me and saw more potential than what I was capable of seeing in myself. I highly value this statement as it speaks to the transformative power of public education. It speaks to the importance of each of you, from our teachers, our paraprofessionals, all of our support staff, administration, to our board. Each of you matter in the lives of our students. And now more than ever, I want each of you to know that you matter and that you are highly regarded in the eyes of our parents and community. One example of this is that in May, our Union Schools Education Foundation, under the direction of Shay Ludwig, with assistance from Kulsum Siddiqui and our foundation board, raised a record $300,000 to support you, our students, and our programs. This was remarkable, but this also is a true testament to their belief in you. And this past school year proved to be a challenging one on many fronts. Our schools are dealing with staffing shortages, supply issues, and construction costs unlike anything we have seen before. Still yet, as Shauna Thompson just recently told me at Jarvin Elementary, school must go on, and we will continue to be relentless in our pursuit of what we call the Union Way, excellence in all that we do. It is unfortunate the public does not always get to see close up the heroic things that you are doing during these times. Our public schools are no longer considered sanctuaries that are free from partisan politics. Contrary, they have become a political playground for some, which primarily serves to distract us from our primary mission. We must stand strong in our values and be unyielding in our vision of reaching, engaging, and inspiring our students, our parents, and community. And I want you to know I have full faith in you that we will continue to do what is right. Besides the political turmoil, we have witnessed firsthand what happens when a state allows a for-profit virtual school to make hundreds of millions of dollars on the backs of our students. This is wrong, and we must and we will continue to hold our elected officials responsible to ensure greater regulation and oversight with these types of programs. Perhaps the first place to start would be making sure that these kinds of programs are not for profit. Every dollar that is siphoned away for these for-profit virtual schools or voucher programs results in less operational dollars for our schools and our students. And even with the historic increase in state funding for schools in recent years, thanks in large part to you, we still lag behind other states in our region in operational funding. If we were funded at just the regional average, Union would have roughly $23 million new dollars to spend on staff and resources each school year. Did you catch that? $23 million new dollars each school year. I think I just caught our CFO maybe doing the happy dance. It would be a difference maker. And it is now time for our governor and our elected officials to fulfill the promise of making Oklahoma a top 10 state by investing more heavily in our educators and provide schools with more operational dollars. This is the surest way our state can become economically viable while also improving the quality of life measures for its citizens. And despite the negative rhetoric that we hear too often, public education is still a right and a rightful thing. And it continues to be one of the greatest equalizers in this world. Our public schools are about the only institution where students and families from different cultural, wealth, and ethnicity can come together. Union is a continuously growing and changing district. Over 4,000 bilingual students report speaking 62 different languages in the home. And we are more, that's right. We are more diverse today than ever before, and I hope you feel the same, as I believe Union's diversity continues to be one of our greatest treasures. And in addition to our ever-changing demographics, our programs are growing in many exciting ways, keeping us a vibrant and progressive school district. We are honored that agencies, private donors, and national publications and authors have invested in and are writing about the incredible work we are doing. One of the most notable recognitions is the upcoming book by David Kerp, Disrupting Disruption. It is set to be released next month and will feature 3 exemplary public schools in America that are making a positive difference. Union Public Schools is one of those school districts. And without question, it is because of your work, your reputation, and your unwavering commitment to our educational mission to graduate 100% of our students college and career ready. The book will feature many of our programs, innovations, and measures that we have created to ensure that our students are well suited to maximize the educational opportunities and experiences we provide for them. It affirms things that I have witnessed time and time again over my long career at Union, in that we stop at nothing when it comes to making sure our students' needs are met. And I firmly believe this is one of the distinguishing features of our district. Our successes are a direct correlation of our focus and execution. That stems from our dynamic strategic plan and the district values that place the student at the center of everything that we do. Our students are our primary focus, but you are also equally important. That is why the board and administration are striving to ensure that our benefits and our employee compensation remains one of the strongest in the state. Our Board of Education at Union has consistently rewarded our employees with competitive salaries with the funds available, and added to that a one-time stipend to distribute available funds we have at the end of the year to our employees. We are thankful to our board for the 5% retention stipend that qualified employees received in July. I would also like to take the opportunity, although many of them had scheduling conflicts and they could not be here today, is to introduce you to our board members and ask them to stand when they're introduced. And really, we have one who is an amazing leader. If you would, our past board president, Stacy Romerman, please recognize her. President Ken Kinnear, Joey Reyes, Chris McNeil, and Heather McAdams truly wish they could have been here. Heather is actually teaching her little bitty ones today at school. Her school started today in her church. And I am pleased to announce also that the board recently approved a 2% raise for both support and certified staff for this year. So thank you. Our board and this administration remain committed to keeping your salary and benefits strong, and we will continue to work hard on your behalf. And speaking of remaining committed, because of your work, we saw a 7% increase in our third grade reading scores. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of our elementary teachers, our staff, support staff, the aides and administration for this increase. Without question, this increase will improve the academic achievement of our students over time. And once again, for the 10th consecutive year, they just as well give us this award in perpetuity. Union High School was named the 6A Oklahoma Promise Champions for the 10th year in a row. No other school has won this award since it's created. I'm not kidding you. I'm just telling you. Just give it to us. We're going to do it every year. Also, 11 of our seniors this past year were named National Merit Finalists. And in addition, we saw 28 of our EDGE, our early college high school students, graduate with an associate's degree last May. Many, yes, absolutely. Many of these students are first-generation college students, and we are so very proud of them. We know that poverty and achievement correlate, but it does not have to be causal. Words cannot express how grateful and proud I am of you for the belief that you have in all of our students. The high personalization, the caring, the nurturing culture that we have created, collectively speaking, is truly uncommon. And without question, it is continuing to make a difference, as evidenced in our 5-year graduation rate of 90%. 90%. Family, that's even through experiencing a pandemic, which is remarkable. You know, schools are not responsible for meeting every need of their students. But listen to this. When it directly affects learning, the school must meet the challenge. And our community school philosophy is doing just that, as we are continuing to address the learning barriers and enhance learning through community and agency partnerships. It is making a positive difference. Darnaby's Club Expo is a shining example of creating innovative opportunities for students with an emphasis on STEM. And I know there are many more great examples of our community school philosophy at work in our schools. And I hope that we continue to build on this work. We also ventured into some tough decisions this past year. We managed to create what we hope will be better school start and end times for all schools this year. Some of you are applauding, others of you are not. And with the input of thousands of stakeholders, of course not all in agreement, we managed to show what it means to have civil discourse and dialogue in selecting a new mascot, the Red Hawks. And thanks to our very own high school student, Caden Morales, we now have a very impressive logo. We managed to also enhance the district's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion by passing a board policy unanimously, I might add, by our courageous board that further affirms our commitment to this work. This policy espouses our organization's belief that all members of our organization and our community are valued not only for what they are, but for who they are. And we will also see a restructured 6th and 7th grade this school year. Through much analysis, changes are being made in order to create a more age-appropriate, more elementary-like, safer, and more positive learning environment. A district committee has been hard at work looking at the new structure and programs for this site. And with next year's 5-year series bond, we have an opportunity to redesign the campus in order to have 2 distinct buildings, one for each grade level, thus creating a building that will be more functional and conducive to teaching and learning. Stay tuned. This past year has also been historic in terms of recognizing the teaching talent within Union. We know that our staff represents some of the brightest and the most talented teachers in Oklahoma, as well as the nation. You just heard from Rebecca Peterson, amazing, Oklahoma's Teacher of the Year. Union was also represented nationally this year in the naming of 8th grade science teacher Tamira Danzy, I probably said that wrong, as a Milliken Family Education Award recipient that represents the best teachers in America. This award is so distinguished. This award is so distinguished that you can't even apply for it. The organization finds you. And we are also equally proud of this year's District Support Employee of the Year, the amazing chef Candace Walker Murray. Congratulations. And this year's Teacher of the Year, Kelsey McAfee. Without question, these individuals and their distinguishments are shining examples of the excellence found among such a dedicated staff, talented and committed staff. Our students are very fortunate to have you working on their behalf. And as a proud parent of 3 Union lifers, I would not trade their education at Union for anything. School year 2022-23 brings a lot to celebrate. We have already started the year with great summer programs for our elementary and our secondary students. Student engagement continues to be an antecedent to student academic success. Our fine arts and our athletic departments continue to make us proud on both the state and the national level. And just recently, Union's athletic department, under the direction of Emily Barkley, received the National Athletic Administrators Association Quality Program Award that recognizes athletic programs of excellence. Union is the only school in Oklahoma to receive this award and only the 1 in 5 throughout the nation. Congratulations. Thank you for building an athletic program of excellence as we continue to build champions of character. And we are continuing to blur the lines between K-12 and higher education in the best interest of our students. We will have our 6th early college high school cohort this year with over 60 students, many of them first-generation college students. The program has quickly become a model program, and we are working hard to establish it as a statewide program for all. We will also be expanding our construction academy, ensuring that we are providing more relevance and opportunities to our Career Ready initiative. Our fine arts construction and remodels funded by our bond dollars have almost been completed. The stadium renovation and a new band building are now finished, and they look amazing. We also, I'll give you, yes, that's worth applause. We also have 3 district committees at work preparing for our next 5-year series bond, as well as a redraft of our dynamic 5-year strategic plan. This plan has served us well over the last 10 years, and we're excited about what it will bring for us in the next 5 years. A true character of an organization is not so much how we treat the wealthy or those most suited for success. It is how we treat those who are not as prepared and struggle with the relentless grips of poverty. Unfortunately, poverty continues to be the greatest enemy in Oklahoma, where 1 in 4 children live in its grips, and 2 out of 3 qualify for free and reduced lunch. But as we have learned, poverty is not necessarily the absence of money. It is the absence of hope. Our work in becoming a hope-centered institution is growing and providing our students with an understanding of how hope is a science. The objective for them is to learn how to generate and sustain hope throughout their lives. Schools are highly complex systems in dynamic settings. Unfortunately, our work as public educators in today's political climate is not going to get any easier. But I am hopeful and excited about Union's future. We have learned that if we are to flourish, we must maintain an unwavering faith that we can and will prevail in our mission to graduate 100% of our students college and career ready. Navigating the difficult times is not about waiting for them to be over. It's about understanding that we have to adjust to those difficult times. And I can say, without equivocation, we have. And I hope that you are excited about this new school year. I hope that you are ready to make the best experience possible to actualize our students' greatest dreams. They all come to school wanting to learn. They all want to be successful. They all want to be recognized by you, liked by you. And of course, some of them have different ways to show it. They all need your acceptance and guidance, regardless of their ages. Some are fragile, some are tough, some have had great preparation, and some, due to no fault of their own, have not. So it is our job to get our students ready and to help them succeed. A vast majority of our students will even find their calling in life through the experiences at school. What an exciting job and responsibility bestowed on us. This is why each of you matters greatly. This past year, we lost a beautiful soul. 7th grade teacher of the year, Nick Griffith. Nick understood the importance of our work with students. He would at times hear teachers say something like, well, I have to teach today. And Nick would stop them and correct them and say, no. You get to teach today. What an inspiration for us all to think about. Nick was indeed a champion for all students. I am truly honored to work beside each of you. Yes, I am so very proud of our students, but I am equally proud of you. We are all shaped, to some degree, by our own biographies and our cultures. And it's easy to believe that what's happened before determines what has to come next. The American poet Emerson thought otherwise. What lies behind us, he wrote, and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Bring On Tomorrow embodies the Union spirit in many ways. It affirms what lies within us in our unyielding commitment to staying relevant as a learning institution, standing firm on our values, and continuing to enhance the Union way. This is what great, enduring organizations do. As FDR once stated, the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Let us move forward with strong and active faith. Our students are trusting in you. You all are first class. Bring on tomorrow. I wish you all an amazing school year. Thank you.
And now, the Union Theater students, choreographed by seniors Audrey Rhodes and Hadley Brown, are here to raise you up.
Yes.
Are your students worth it?
Of course.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Fire to take you higher. We'll light you up like a live wire. Celebrate you to elevate you. When you struggle to stand, we'll take a helping hand. If you hit the glass, let me raise you up. When you bubble blast, let me raise you up. If you're feeling rough, let me raise you up.
Thank you for coming. And remember, together we can make a difference.
I've been a throw up the dinner. And I can put you in. I can put you in. I've been a throw up the dinner. And I can put you in. I've been a throw up the dinner.